Welcome back to this channel. Today we are going to make a horse in Blender. So first of all, I am deleting all this default object and I am going to bring a reference image. I downloaded this reference image from the Google and now I am going to add a cube. This is the cube and we need to add a loop cut along the x-axis so that we can symmetrize the cube along the x-axis by adding a mirror modifier and turn on this clipping option. So now I am placing this cube at the bottom of the foot of the horse and roughly aligning the vertices of the cube by matching the reference. So here I am aligning the vertices. You don't need to be accurately aligning the vertices, just roughly align the vertices. And also keep on adding a loop cut by pressing Ctrl R on the keyboard. And just roughly align the vertices. And also keep on extruding the top edge of the cube. And I am also scaling this properly so that it matches the reference. Now here you can see from the other point of view it is way too long along the x-axis, so I am scaling it properly. Now it is looking proper. I am shading it smooth and adding a subdivision surface modifier. So here you can see by adding a subdivision surface modifier, the corner of the object become rounded. In order to solve this problem, we can add a loop cut. So here I am adding a loop cut and bringing it down to the bottom so that it becomes flat. Feel free to add a couple of loop cuts. So here I am also using a proportional editing tool by pressing O on the keyboard and matching it with the reference. So now here you can see it is looking very proper. Feel free to add multiple loop cuts. Loop cuts will definitely increase the resolution of the mesh and keep on aligning properly with the reference. So again I am selecting this top loop and rotating and aligning it with the reference. So that is the only process. Keep on extruding and keep on following this. Always try to look from the different angle so that you can get a point of view from all the angle, and if you are making some so here I am scaling and lining the vertices. Feel free to scale the face as and when required. And even keep on adding a couple of loop cuts. More loop cuts will give you more resolution, but at the cost of memory. You need to add loop cuts according to the processor of your CPU. If your CPU can handle, you can add more loop cuts and you will have a high resolution mesh. That is the basic principle. So here we have done a halfway of the leg and now I am again extruding it. And yes, extruding it along the z-axis and scaling it properly and try to mesh with the reference. Control R, right? And we are also scaling this joint of the leg, and I am also adding a vertical loop cuts. Here you can see one more vertical loop cut, and I am selecting this vertices, and this is the vertices, and scaling it, or moving it along the x-axis so that part become bulgy. And again the same process of extruding this top face along the z-axis and scaling it and matching it with the reference. One more time. Here I'm nice, looking nice and better. So we need to add a couple of more loop cuts. So here you can see I am adding a loop cut and also aligning it properly. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 will be proper. Nice. Great. I am also scaling, or moving this vertices along the x-axis so that part become a bit bulgy, and also adding a couple of loop cuts so that the more resolution we get. It's moving it more a bit. Now this part is looking proper. And now I am scaling, or selecting this vertices loop. We need to bevel this vertices so that it doesn't look sharp but looks smooth. By pressing Ctrl B, you can bevel the vertices. Increase the number of segments of the bevel. Still a little bit edged and sharp of it. Scaling it along. Control that. Scale it along x-axis. Looking proper, yes. Now I'm also selecting this and pressing Ctrl B. And this looks proper a bit. Now again, same process of extruding this top part. Now I am going to the sculpt mode and using the smooth brush and trying to smooth this curve, or the sharp portion. We need to make this sharp portion a bit smoother. So I am using the different brushes. And also you can see I am bulging out this, the joint portions. Also smoothing this around the corners. Also this edge is a bit sharp. Now I'm saving this. Keep on saving, or else it might lost if there is a power cut or any other problem. Now I'm also going back to the sculpt mode and using the smooth brush to smooth out this sharp edge, as it was looking way too sharp. And even this edge is looking too sharp, smooth it out. This is a bit more sharp. Yes, nice. Looking good. Okay, so I think, this is, you can see the the vertices of the faces become uneven along the Z. So we can solve this by pressing scale Z and 0, numpad 0 I mean. So this is too much for this video. This will be continued in part 2 and okay. We will meet in the part